Peace. What's going on, everybody? Give y'all a chance to tune in, tap into your boy. Just wanted to do a quick little stream on a boring day, promote my new book. So give y'all a chance to tap in real quick. Hopefully y'all having a nice Friday morning thus far, man. Ending the week out on a peaceful and positive note. Staying healthy, protecting yourself. Eating those good foods, getting your water in, getting your exercise in, all that good stuff, man. Do that for your boy on his B-Day. Drink you a smoothie or something. I'm going to give y'all a chance to tap in, man. It's kind of spontaneous in regards to this live, man. Jamadi, man, peace. Appreciate it. Evan, appreciate it. Appreciate y'all, man. How y'all living? How y'all feeling? Like I said, y'all know what it is. I put the book, Inner Mass. Lindell, peace, man. Appreciate you. Inner Mass. I put the link in the description. D, peace. What's going on? Appreciate it. Nikki, appreciate you. Yeah, we in the 3-0, man. Like I said, I learned a lot in my 20s. Now it's time to put everything into motion. Start building and manifesting. But I put the link in the description for that new book, Inner Mass, man. How to protect your immune system during the pandemic, man. Real simple read. Lets you know how to build up and strengthen the immune system via what you eat, via your nutrition. So y'all cop that, man. It's only $5.99 for the day. Real light read, make sure you be able to read that in the day. And then you will be able to implement it the next day. And you will be building your immune system on the third day. So that's how we like to roll, man. But how y'all living, man? How y'all living, man? I just want to tap in with y'all, man. See how y'all doing on this Friday. Feeling positive, feeling peaceful, and I want to pass that energy on, man. I know how I go. We all need a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation. Sweet Tea, appreciate you. Appreciate you. I'm just trying to distribute this positive energy, man. If you had a rough week, you still got time. You still got time to turn that week around. You still got a few days left within this week. That can start right now. So if you had a rough week, it's time to turn it around right now. Still got time. Bokeem, man, appreciate you. Oh yeah, D, most definitely. Yeah, I was kind of venting on that one. But yeah, we definitely gotta change the way that we eat. Idris, most definitely. We get wiser. We don't get older, we get wiser. I feel better at 30, at 3-0, understanding cipher, as we say with the math. That's the math for the day. 3-0, understanding cipher. But I feel better at 30 than I felt at 15, and that's how it's supposed to go. That's how it's supposed to go. That's how it's supposed to be. But yeah, D, we got to get on the mission. We got to get on that mission in regards to how we eat. Got to get on that mission, man. Time is now. Time is now. The time is now to change up the way that we eat. Got to start doing better. Mr. KD Harris, peace. What's going on with you? Got to start doing better. And you got to be the change that you want to see, as we always say, man. So it's going to start with us, man. So we the ones that's got to be the examples, man, in regards to our families. It starts with us. That's where the change is going to start. D, most definitely. They'll come around. They'll come around. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Y'all know how I go. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So that's what I've learned in life, man. I don't strive to force anything on anyone. What I've come to realize is when people want to know, they know what you about. They'll come find you. They'll come find you. So when you start living out that reality, that's all that you need to do is focus on living out that reality. Don't strive to force it on other people. Dizzy Peace, what's going on, my brother? But yeah, a lot of people starting to take their health a little bit more serious right now, simply because of what's going on. So this whole pandemic got a lot of people shook. So a lot of people are entertaining the notion of doing better because of this pandemic. So that's kind of what's happening. So a lot of people are willing to listen to those of us who have been teaching this for a very long time, who've been living out this reality for a very long time. Now they are willing to listen because this pandemic got them a little nervous. And either way, it's cool. Long as they implement. Don't just be motivated for a brief second and then get back to your destructive habits. That is what I don't appreciate, man. Get motivated and do something about it. Mr. KD Harris, appreciate it, yo. D, most definitely. See, that's peace. See, you heard something. You did exactly what I did, man. You came across something. You was inspired and motivated, and you acted. You acted on it. That's exactly what I did. I came across the information, and I was like, you know what? This makes sense. And I made the changes. I said, okay, this is making sense. This is resonating with me. I need to make this change because I need to prioritize my health. And I did that. And you're doing the same exact thing. And that's peace, man. That's peace. And that's why I tell a lot of people talk about, like, when they go out of town and things of that nature, how hard it is to do right. I'm like, sometimes, man, you don't even need that much food. We always worried about what I'm going to eat. Like, we don't need to eat so much. You, like I said, you get you some seeds, them vitamins, you get your water, man, you good to roll. I would appreciate it. CA Boogs, man, appreciate the B-Day love, man. D Monty Magic, peace. What's going on with you? Appreciate all the B-Day love, y'all. Yeah, I just want to chop it up with y'all, man, this morning before I go in there and train, man, and you know, chill out for the B-Day, man. I just want to chop it up with the fam, man. See how y'all was living, seeing how y'all was doing. That's all this is. So it's nothing too deep, man. Just, you know, feeling a little motivational, man. Feeling a little good. So I just want to pass on that energy because, like I said, I know how life goes. I know how life gets. It's rough out here, especially for us Black men and women. So anytime one of us is feeling positive, we got to pass that energy on. Young Vicious, appreciate you. Seville, appreciate you. Yeah, that book, like I said, the book, the link for the book is in the description. D, most definitely. And like I said, I haven't even touched the surface. I haven't even touched the surface on that knowledge yet, man. I haven't even gotten deep on that knowledge yet. So it's a lot more that I'm gonna touch on in regards to, like, just health and fitness and nutrition and all that good stuff. Haven't even touched the surface on it. So we just gonna get deeper on that subject, on that topic. Mr. KD Harris, man, if you dealing with diabetes, one thing you definitely need to look into is intermittent fasting. And then also, like, a raw vegan lifestyle, man. I was just reading this book called Becoming Raw. And in that book, they talked about people reversing their type 2 diabetes. And it was even one case of a type 1 diabetic reversing his condition via a raw vegan diet. Or what they sometimes would call a live food diet. And that's basically when you, like, sprouting your foods and whatnot, which is activating certain enzymes. But like raw or a live food diet, like 90 to 95% raw, that'd be perfect for a diabetic. TZ Frank, man, appreciate you. Idris, yeah, that work. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely get me one in today, man. Nice little workout. You already know. Jamar, peace. What's going on with you? Antoinette, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Good morning to you as well. And Bokeem, man, hey, people don't understand. People don't understand how powerful that water is. Yeah, DT, I about to say it's in the description. I'm gonna probably do another one when I get my physical copy, but you know what it is, man. A lot of people didn't already place their orders. In regards to that book, man. Like I said, real simple read. Oh yeah, D. And then even man, even some of the healthiest foods, the healthy foods, man, they taste great. Like I got a bunch of tactics that I have discovered in regards to just making the transition a lot easier, depending on what you're striving to do. Like if you're striving to go vegan, if you're striving to go vegetarian, if you're striving to go more raw food, got a bunch of little tricks and whatnot that I'm gonna introduce to you all. Cam Cooper, yes, definitely would like to. Definitely want to exercise, lifting weights if you can. Zucko, appreciate the B-Day. Appreciate the B-Day shout out. Appreciate you. Jamar, trouble gaining weight. You speaking my language because that's something that I had to master. So if you, when I gained my weight, when I went to college and had to gain weight, I had to just get my meals in. So I had to do 5 or 6. I was doing 5 small meals a day. And I recommend creating your own protein type shake. So like some bananas, and if you can do peanut butter, that's cool. But I like bananas, hemp seeds, and maybe like some almond butter. So create you like a protein smoothie, your own protein shake, drink 2 of those a day, and then get you 3 decent sized meals in. And then you want to do some heavy lifting probably 4 times out of the week if you can. And that'll put the weight right on you. Where's the scope guy? Appreciate you. Tavis Banks, peace. What's going on with you? DT, the water that I drink Essentia water. You can get you like a filter. That'll be another way to clean out your water, get you like a filter to put over your faucet, and that will clean the tap water. It's also some called like a water ionizer. So it's a bunch of different things that you can get. But Essentia for me is the best bottled brand, and I've tested the water, so it's pretty good in regards to it being alkaline. A lot of people live and die by distilled water as well. Distilled water is cool. D-Monty Magic, I had jackfruit a few times, and it was pretty peace. Steven, appreciate that. Appreciate it. Like I said, y'all, when y'all read this joint, when y'all read the book, make sure y'all implement what the book is telling y'all to implement. Like that's the key with the book, man. You got to take away the jewels from it and implement it. We gonna show these people that we don't need a vaccine. A vaccine is gonna destroy us. We gonna show people how to naturally protect ourselves from a pandemic, from a virus, from an illness, from chronic disease. We gonna show how to do this naturally by using nature. Darian, man, appreciate you. You already know. Idris, it depends, man, in regards to how many times I eat throughout the day. It depends, man. My schedule is kind of crazy. So now, man, I'm more so have to snack throughout the day, and I pretty much get 1 solid meal in for the most part. I may get 2. But in between times, man, I'm snacking, I'm eating seeds, like the hemp seeds and sunflower seeds. And people, when I say sunflower seeds, I'm not talking about the shelled sunflower seeds. I'm not talking about those. But I eat some like organic sunflower seeds, walnuts, hemp seeds, pretty much snacking on those throughout the day. I may get me like some peanut butter or some almond butter. And then if I can, maybe like some banana. So I'm snacking on that type of stuff throughout the day. May give me a smoothie in. So I know I get about 2 solid meals off the rip, and then I'm just drinking smoothies and kind of snacking throughout the day. Zucco, on our side of town, that 7, that represents God, man. That's what it is for us. And we're not talking about no spooky mystery God. That 7 represents God, which we already know that's the black man. So that's what that represents for the supreme math. So that's you. That 7 is you. Swag Yourself, appreciate you. D, it's a brand. I forget the brand, but yes, spring water can be straight. Yeah, spring water is straight. Tony Briscoe, appreciate you. Oh yeah, D Monty Magic grapeseed. Yep. Yeah, I even use like the grapeseed oil. You can use that for cooking. Yeah, the grapeseed oil. And then sesame seeds too. You definitely want to get your sesame seeds in because that's good for calcium. Bokeem, yeah, pumpkin seeds good to me. And that's also good for iron. Along with digestion, that's good for iron too. And a lot of us have low iron. So that's good for iron. And it's a nice source of protein as well, the pumpkin seeds. Man, you appreciate that. Donna C, appreciate it. Static saying, appreciate that. Yeah, them pumpkin seeds lit though. Montel, man, most definitely, man. Grab that book, man. Like I said, implement everything that book is telling you to implement, and you will be good. You'll be good to roll. Oh, Jamar, most definitely, man. You taking that semester off, but you really not taking that semester off. You using your time wisely, which is what a lot of people didn't do during this pandemic. A lot of people was afforded time. And instead of using that time wisely, they sat around and they was complaining. They was moping. They was being sad about their circumstance. Nah, I did the same thing. I had got some time. I got some time during this pandemic and I manifested some things. I utilized that time wisely. Cynthia Wisdom Seeker, appreciate you. Tavis Bank, sesame oil is good too. That's sesame oil is also good for oil pulling. Like I mentioned in the previous video, that's just taking the sesame oil, like a tablespoonful, and then just swishing it around your mouth, getting rid of that bacteria. Yeah, so sesame oil is good for that. Coconut oil is good for oil pulling. Tony Briscoe, yep, the book is on Amazon. The book is on Amazon. Like I said, I put the link in the description. Lachelle, appreciate you. Orlando, appreciate it. Peace. Pharaoh Black God, love that name, but love that name. Sharif, man, peace, man. What's going on with you? Appreciate you. Jamar, life is always moving. That's the one thing that's constant. Motion. Life is always moving. Sometimes you just can't see it though, man, but you got to really pay attention. You'll see the movement. It may be small, but see, we overlook the small movements. We want to see the big change, big movements. But trust me, your life is moving. You're not stuck. Because we always moving. We always in motion. We always in motion. We always rotating around the axis, man. So we always moving. We always in motion. Bokeem, yeah. It's a lot of coconut oil is crazy, man. It's a lot of people that speak positively about coconut oil, and it's a lot of people that try to talk bad about coconut oil. But yeah, a lot of people use it for hair growth. People think I used it, but I really didn't use it like that. My only secret is just eating right, man, and drinking water. That's pretty much all I've ever done for like my hair and whatnot. People be thinking I got like a magic remedy in regards to like hair growth and keeping my hair up and stuff like that. Nah, just eating right, drinking water. Seville, man, appreciate the order. Appreciate that. It's all love. I always appreciate the support. But yeah, Jamar, like I said, that's the only thing constant is that motion, man. So hey, don't feel like you're stuck, because you most definitely not stuck. So don't feel like that. Don't feel like that. Don't overlook your small wins, yo. The simple fact that you up right now and you typing, you able to interact in this dialogue, that's a win. That's motion. That's progress. So don't forget that. Don't never forget that one. But yeah, that coconut oil, that sesame oil, good for that oil pulling. Grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil is peace. When you study the healthiest populations on the planet, they use a lot of olive oil. They use a lot of olive oil. They swear by it. Get money, man. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm a feel. I probably was like an OG when I was 18, man, just due to where my mind had elevated to, man, in regards to the people that I was around. But I'm officially an OG now. And I'm gonna wear that hat proudly. Oh, D, man, you don't even know the half, yo. D, you don't even know the half. Man, listen, I done been on YouTube. I was on YouTube when YouTube first became a thing. And I was on Ustream way back in the day. I've been talking about this stuff for a minute, but I deleted a lot of my content. So the stuff you see as far as back as 3 years, I had stuff that was that was on here that was way older than that. I just deleted it. So I used to be on here talking. I used to be on here going in, but I had deleted all that stuff, man. So I'd have been on YouTube for a minute. I just deleted a lot of my content. So even that stuff that you see that's 3 years old, I got stuff I had stuff that was way older than that. And I was on Ustream back in the day. I don't even know if y'all even know about or remember Ustream, but I was on Ustream way back in the day, and I used to be talking about this same stuff. Not really the same stuff. I used to be going in on the system a lot more back on Ustream. But yeah, I was on it, man. Because that's one thing you got to study your future. So I saw the future was in YouTube, man. So I used to be on it, but I didn't stay consistent with it, and I just deleted a lot of my stuff. And I had several pages too. You know how I go when you start talking about certain things, they try to take you down. So I had like several YouTube pages or YouTube channels. Just in case they shut one down, I had this other one. So I used to move it like that. Oh, hey, Khaled, man, appreciate you. But that book is golden. That book is peace. That we are not the same book. That's a nice joint. That's a nice joint. I'll get money, most definitely. OG status, man. They made it to 3-0. A lot of people that look like us, they don't make it this long. We didn't already seen what happened, man, with some of these rappers, man. You had the King Von and the Mo 3. You saw what happened to them, man. It's crazy out here. It's crazy out here. It's crazy out here, man. I know y'all saw that, man. So, hey, I'm grateful and thankful to make it to the 3-0, man, because brothers out here dropping like flies, man. They dropping like flies. So I know y'all just saw those situations and how that stuff turned out. And sometimes that's why you got to be mindful of the energy that you put out. Oh, D. Woo. Yeah, stoicism. It's funny that you mentioned that. When I took my philosophy course, that was my favorite branch of philosophy. So it's funny that because it resonated with me so deeply. But yeah, I'm a fan of the Stoics. But yeah, these young bulls, man, they losing their lives out here, man. It's just crazy, man. You just gotta watch. You gotta watch the energy that you dish out. Not saying that I wish that on nobody, man. I rock with the dudes that, I'm saying. King Von actually has some decent music, because I don't listen to a lot of music from these young bulls, man. But he was pretty decent for what he did. But man, you just gotta listen to what he was talking about. And then the stuff that he, you know, his past, man, you do the knowledge to his past, some of the stuff that he allegedly did, and he bragged and boasted about it in his music. So it's like, man, that type of stuff comes back around to you. So you gotta be mindful, man, of what you're doing and what you dishing out. Same with the Mo3 cat, man. Mo3 made a whole video, man, that kind of predicted his death type deal. Whole music video with him in the casket talking about he was shot and killed. So you gotta watch the stuff that you put out, man. You gotta watch the stuff that you put out. Sad that them brothers had to go out the way that they did, though, especially the King Von situation. The reason why that situation frustrated me was because, man, my mans was throwing hands. Dudes out here can't take those hands, man. So that didn't have to go out like that, man. All the dude had to do was, you know what I'm saying, he getting the best of your partner, man. All you got to do is run up, boom, blindside him with a little hit or something, man. You ain't got to shoot him because he giving your mans the hands, man, and he getting the best of them. So that's the only reason I ain't necessarily appreciate that one, man. That was cold-blooded, man, because he was doing what I tell people to do, man. Let's solve all problems and differences with the hands, man. And that's exactly what he was striving to do. And he still went out like that. So then it led a lot of people to believe, like, you know what I'm saying, this is why we don't fight. This is why instead of fighting, because look what happens when we try to fight. So that was crazy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You little young bulls got to be able to take those hands, man. That's how we used to do things back in the day. Situation like that, we used to be able to fight just like that, then be cool the next minute. That's how we used to settle our differences, man. We ain't have to pull out a gun because you was getting the best of me in the hands. I'm going to just come back and fight you again. If I felt like you got the best of me, I'm going to just come back and I'm going to fight you again. That is not happening in this day and age. You getting the best of my homeboy, I'm finna shoot you. Like, that's disgusting, man. That's sad. Yeah, D, most definitely. You keep speaking it, that's what you manifest. NFL Malik, man, appreciate you. Yeah, Khaled, that's what it is, man. And I had to understand that, like, man, dudes ain't trying to fight no more. Dudes definitely ain't trying to fight no more, man. And that's just a fact. Let me get this thing on this charger here. But yeah, dudes ain't trying to fight no more, man. Audio TV, peace. What's going on with you, my brother? Appreciate you. Yeah, so sometimes nowadays it's just best to walk away from a situation, man, because that fighting, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Dudes cannot take it, and dudes can't fight out here. So yeah. That was just a sad situation on both ends, man. That Mo3 situation is kind of strange to me. I don't really understand what was happening on that end, man. That was a weird situation. But like I said, it's sad to see these young brothers going out like that, man, especially talented young brothers, man, that they made it. You know, it's always messed up, man, to see them go out like that, man. But when you talk about this stuff and you glorify, when you put it in videos, man, you manifest in that reality. 1228 the Great, peace, appreciate you. Montel, appreciate it. So we just got to be mindful, man, of the energy that we putting out. Got to be mindful of the energy that we putting out, man. That's just, I can't stress that enough. Can't stress that enough. Because that reciprocity, man, and that attraction, that stuff is real. Yeah, Kyle, that's what I kind of figured it. I kind of figured it was something like that. I said, man, because that was a headshot. So I figured somebody wanted him gone. And they said he had, you know, whoever this allegedly, they say they had attempted to shoot up whoever this dude was that possibly got him. So I was like, the way that they came and got dude, then it had to be some beef, man. They headshot. So that was kind of strange to me. I was like, whoa. That's why I say, man, we got to chill out here, man. We got to chill out here. D Monty Magic, most definitely. No winning at all. Yeah, Cynthia Wisdom Seeker, man, they and that's exactly who they listening to. It's exactly what they listening to. And that's why I don't entertain a lot of these, like a lot of that type of music, man. I just don't entertain it. I don't entertain it. The real Supreme Kai, man. Yeah, it was all strange indeed. The only thing that got me about the Mo3 situation is like how he stopped his. They both stopped the car. Like, yeah, it was just a weird little situation, man. That was, and then the whole King Von, when you watch the surveillance, man, that was just everything just was weird, man. But like the after effect of King Von, like after he got shot, the whole thing was just weird after that. Like from the way his homeboys was reacting, everything was just kind of strange to me, man. But it, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I don't wish that on no individual. Oh, D, man. Whew. It seemed like it has gotten worse. Like it seems like I don't know where it started, and I don't know how it happened, because we've always had that type of music out here, you know, that was talking about the guns and all that, even in the 90s, you know, even when I was growing up. So we always had that music out here that kind of promoted that in and of itself. But I don't know, man. It just seemed like within the last, I'd say like 5 to 10 years, man, it has just gotten worse with like the gunplay and whatnot. Like these young dudes ain't trying to hear nothing. They ain't trying to hear nothing in regards to throwing some hands. They not trying to hear that. They go right to the gun. Jason Webster, appreciate you. Real Supreme Cop, appreciate that. Pharaoh Black Guy, yeah, most definitely. See, and the gang problem too. And this is another thing that I like to talk about when we talk about the gang problem, because true indeed, we got a gang problem amongst ourselves, but then we also got an unseen hand that they like to ignite the beef and things like that. They like to instigate, stir the pot. So we also got the feds and the authorities that like to, like I said, initiate and instigate. So not only are we at war with one another in regards to the gangs, then we got to worry about them instigating and initiating, because they do that. So that's a large problem. Emmanuel, appreciate that. Jamar, like that pretty much happened because of course, like I had talked about in a previous video, that was the whole purpose of the first gangs, was to protect the communities from the white folks. That was the whole purpose, that some of us came together in the first place, and where some of these gangs originated from, to protect the community from these white folks, from these racist white folks. Then, you know, white folks started to see that, oh, they unifying, and they unifying to protect themselves from us or against us. So of course, you know what they had to do with that. That's when they started to instigate and initiate. Then that's when they started to portray certain images in the media, create movies and things of that nature, which created that divide. So we already know where that came from, where that stems from. Yeah, Kyle, and he had got shot in the head previously, didn't he? Now that's crazy, man. They've been trying to take that dude out for a minute, man. You just don't get shot in the head twice, yo. Like, that's crazy. Tony Briscoe, man, these live streams are like, man, you've never lied about that. Tavon, peace, what's going on? E-Time, appreciate you. Appreciate you. But Tony Briscoe, you've never lied. I've never seen, like, the live streams are just purely ignorant, especially when you reach a certain caliber. Man, I'm not finna tell people where I'm at now. I don't trust people now. So let alone when you reach a certain level, man, I'm not about to be going live. You know how easy it is to get tracked? Come on, man. And then these brothers, man, and you know, my man's Nip, He went down, you know, in his own neighborhood, man. Boosie tried to warn y'all about that, man. You going back to, that's pretty much more than likely where you likely to go down at, in your own neighborhood. Now, it didn't happen with King Von. That was just an unfortunate situation. But for the most part, man, these brothers be getting gunned down where they from. And that's typically where it's going to happen at. So when you reach a certain status, you got to live like you reached that certain status. Like point blank, period. I don't want to see these, man. I'm tired of seeing these young brothers, man, destroying each other, man, especially these talented young brothers, man. I'm tired of seeing it, man. Because now you leaving children that's fatherless out here, man. But at the end of the day, man, when you was in that lifestyle, when you was promoting it, when you was pushing it, then I'm not surprised when it comes back on you. Like, it's time for you to change your life, man. You got millions. You know what I'm saying? You're not that same person that you were when you were struggling, when you was homeless. You got millions now, man. It's time to change that content up. It's time to change that content up, man. You don't need to keep rapping about that same destructive stuff, because you obviously, some of them, it's some people that still be about their life when they reach that certain status, and then that's on them. But for the most part, man, these dudes not living that same type of lifestyle, man. So it's time to change up your whole entire message, man. You don't have to be overly destructive, yo. Yeah, Tavon, some of it is weird, but like the Mo 3 one, that joint wasn't staged. That dude just, because that wasn't the first time. That wasn't the first time. Oh, Cynthia Wisdom Seeker, man. Like I said, I haven't listened to a radio in like, I don't even remember the last time I listened to the radio. I don't remember the last time I listened to the radio. I don't fool with nothing mainstream for real. Like, at all. Sean Steve, man, appreciate the donation. D, appreciate the donation. Appreciate y'all. That's my man, Sean, man. Appreciate that donation. Then we got D, appreciate that donation. Appreciate y'all, man. It's all love. Yeah, I saw somebody say the guns are easier to get. Yeah, we know how that's the case, man, because we know we out here, we know where the guns coming from and came from. So we already know. We already know. But yeah, Cynthia Wisdom Seeker, man, I can't remember the last time I listened to the radio. People be talking about award shows. I don't know what they talking about. I be so out of the loop when it comes to like mainstream music. I'm so out of the loop. Now the reason why I wasn't out of the loop here, well, with Mo 3, I'm a Boosie fan, man. A lot of people hate Boosie, but you know, my fam from down south, man, I'm a Boosie fan. So I knew Mo 3 via that connection. So I was like, dang, that's crazy. He was just in that interview with Boosie that he had with Mike Tyson. So that was just crazy, man, just to see the young bull in that interview with Mike Tyson with Boosie and all of that, man, and then just hear about that. I was like, dang, that's crazy. But I had been knew about him. King Von, I wasn't necessarily hip to his music. I started listening. I just started, you know, I checked him out. I was like, all right, let me see what everybody's talking about. Everybody's talking about him being a good storyteller. But I hadn't listened to the dude because I'd be so out of the loop. And I just recently listened to his stuff because I heard everybody talking about him after he passed, after he was killed. And you know, the brother wasn't actually bad. But that's how out of the loop I be, though. Tony Briscoe, yeah, I had seen that. Yeah, Tavon, that's all it is. Like I said, you just got to be mindful of what you're putting out there. And like I said, Mo 3 had that whole music video, him predicting his death. So he already pretty much knew what was going to happen to him. Julie, all night long, when you see the same numbers, to me, again, it depends on what numerical system you subscribe to. But all that's happening is it's a scientific explanation behind that. You see numbers, you may see a number pattern that resonates with you. Once you make that number pattern important in your mind, you're going to start to see more of it. You're going to start to see more of it in different forms. So that's all that's happening. You place a significance on a certain number and you start to see more of that number. That's it. Now, if you subscribe to any numerical system, then you can break down what it means to you. You can decipher what it means to you based off of whatever numerical system you subscribe to. Oh, Jamar, most definitely. It's real easy to get these guns. Yeah, Seville, they are afraid to take an L, not realizing they're gonna take that L anyway when they use the gun. Because you about to take a lot of L's because now you finna get locked up and you gonna take some L's being locked up. Several of them. So Mock Dad, appreciate it. Oh, Jamar, you already know, man. I don't know if y'all saw me on my wife's channel yesterday, but I ain't want to get in. I ain't want to get on her channel and start talking about feminism, man. You know, I got a view toward that I don't. Y'all might not. They might ban me if I start talking about certain communities on here that I don't necessarily fool with because of their agenda. And the feminist movement is one of those. I don't. When I talk about the black struggle and I'm fighting for black people, I'm not isolating the black woman. And I'm not saying I'm distancing myself from the black woman. No, the black struggle, the black fight is the black man, the black woman, the black child. So again, I see no reason, no need for feminism, because when I'm fighting for my rights, I'm fighting for her rights as well. When I'm fighting for her freedom, my freedom and liberation, I'm fighting for hers as well. But we already know where the feminist movement stems from and comes from. See, white men are the ones that, historically speaking, have disrespected their women. That's where that comes from. That white man is known for disrespecting his woman. So that is where we must fight for our rights. That's where that came from. It's almost like affirmative action. People think affirmative action was made for black folks. Nah, that originated for white women. Affirmative action came into play for white women. That had nothing to do with black people. So people associate affirmative action with black people. No, that was created for white women. So a lot of people don't be understanding the origins of a lot of these things that they clinging to and subscribing to. But affirmative action, y'all can do the knowledge to that. Affirmative action was created for white women, to benefit white women. Not women in general, just white women. Yeah, D, the colorism is bad. Like I mentioned on a track, a song that I did some years ago. Light skin versus dark skin, brothers don't like to be black. I mean, period. We be out here arguing about some of the dumbest things, man. And we and a lot of it is that colorism that you're talking about, like the light skin versus the dark skin thing, man. Like, what other ethnic group does that? We are the only ones that do that. We are the only ones that do that. Literally, we are the only ones that do that. And that is the dumbest, thing. That is the dumbest thing, man. I don't know why. I cannot stand that we do that, but I know why we do it. It's Willie Lynch. So I know why we do it, but I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Terenzo, peace, my brother, man. Appreciate you. Oh, Tavon, most definitely, man. That's why I say you got to be but even before the tongue, it starts as a thought. So you wouldn't utter those words if you didn't think it. So it really all starts with that thought. So life and death is really in the power of that thought, because that's where that word comes from in the first place, that thought. So that's where everything stems from, that thought. We be thinking it, then we manifest it via the words. So it starts with that thought. Oh yeah, Kylie, most definitely. Yeah, we already know. We already know they definitely afraid to lose that fan base, and they feel like a lot of people, that's where they came from. That's all they know, this, that, and the third. So I can get it in that sense. But it's like, man, look at some of you. It's some brothers that they made that transition, man. It's just time for these brothers to learn how to do that. Because what they don't understand, man, it's a lot of these brothers, man. If you're talking about getting that money and you're talking about what to do with money, what to do with that money, this is the time to talk about that, man. People want to hear that. People want to hear that. People tired of being broke and they want to know how to do it legally, which is what these brothers are doing. The Terminator 1187, appreciate you. Oh, Jamar, yeah, we already know. We already know about the unseen hand, the hidden hand. We know what the media is doing. And that goes the Static saying we already know what the music industry does. That's why I don't fool with it. That's why I don't fool with mainstream. Heck, that's almost why I stopped doing music for a minute. But that's why I don't fool with it. That's why I don't fool. That's why I don't fool with the mainstream, man, because of the stuff they gonna promote. If I want to listen to some destructive music, I'm gonna do it on my time. I'm not gonna be forced through repetition, which is what they do. Play the same. What they play about the same 10 songs repeatedly, man. That's why I can't stand the radio. They're gonna play like the same 10 songs, man, just repeatedly. And they're gonna sprinkle in some, you know what I'm saying, some different songs in the mix every now and then, man. But they play the same 10 songs. They keep them in rotation. Nobody got time for that. So we know how destructive the music industry is. We know how evil the music industry is on a mainstream Hollywood level. That's why we don't rock with it. That's why I rock with underground. My favorite artists are underground, under the ground. I don't rock with a lot of mainstream. I don't fool with it. I don't fool with it. Now, my favorite artists, 2 of them, you can consider them mainstream, like Nas and Pac. You can consider them mainstream, but outside of that, man, we going deep to the underground. We going deep to the underground in regards to the music that I'm listening to. Outside of Pac and Nas, man, we going underground, man. It may be a few other cats that you can consider mainstream that I rock with, like Yasin Bey, Mos Def, and then I like DMX and whatnot. So you can consider them mainstream. But for the most part, man, I'm bumping underground. Because I ain't got time for that nonsense, man. Oh, Tavon, that, man, I've heard that. Because, you know, I'm not too far from you in St. Louis. So, you know, it's a lot of the same stuff that's going on in Chicago going on here, man. It's just crazy and it's wicked. Yeah, we already know why they're not going to promote. Because when they was allowing, because you got to understand, too. You got to understand how wicked this industry is, too, because at the same time, while they're not going to promote, at the same time, they're not going to promote that uplifting music. For a minute, they did, because they was trying to capitalize on a Black Power movement. So, you know, when Public Enemy now was out here, they was on that for a minute, but they saw how powerful that made the people collectively. So they said they had to counter that. They had to counter that, man. They was promoting that conscious music early 90s, mid 90s a little bit. They was promoting it, but they saw how powerful it was making the people. They saw how powerful it was making the people. And then, you know what I'm saying, when the cops kill us, then they're going to start promoting, you know, when they start talking Black Lives Matter and stuff like that, then you may see them promote some so-called conscious music when stuff like that go down, because they're trying to capitalize on our consciousness. So they do try to do that. They do have their moments when they try to promote that uplifting music, because they're trying to capitalize on it. So they do try to do that at some time, but they're not going to promote it on a massive scale like they did back in the day, because it's too powerful. That's too powerful. If they had, when Dead Prez dropped Let's Get Free, if they had promoted that on a massive scale like they promote Cardi B's and all this other music, if they promoted Dead Prez like that, man, you might be talking a different ball game right now. We'd be in a way different position if they was out here promoting Dead Prez and Immortal Technique and all these type of cats like they promote some of these other folks. It'd be crazy. Yeah, Jamar, we know that, like, the war on drugs, that's a war on us, man. They put the drugs, they put the guns out here, so we already know. We already know. NFL Malik, yeah, I could probably do a video on that, like, in the future. We got the wife in the building, y'all. Y'all say peace to the wife. She's in the building. Oh, D, man, you know how I get, man. I just get the venting sometimes, man. For the most part, I'm always venting, man. That passion. That's why a lot of people have compared me to Tupac in regards to my energy. Tupac and like DMX, man, those are some comparisons that I tend to get in regards to just my energy sometimes, which I just label as passion. I get real passionate when it comes to certain subject matter. Like I might get real passionate, man. So I might start to go off. Jamar, oh, people, man, a lot of people don't even consider themselves to be black. That's why they put everything before that. That's why they put everything before that. That's why they put everything before that, man. And we already know what's going on with that, though. Sean, man, appreciate that support. Appreciate you. Cynthia Wisdom Seeker. They want to keep us sleep, but we not gonna stay sleep. As they say, we gonna stay woke. We gonna stay woke. We not gonna stay sleep. But we know that that's what they want to do. We know that's what they want to do. That's how they want to do us. Magdad, when it comes to everyone, everything deserving respect, like I said, I'm pretty much treat you how you treat me. So initially, I'm gonna come at you on that respect tip. I'm gonna come at you on that respectful vibe initially when I'm first interacting with you. But during that interaction, if you show me signs of disrespect, then I'm gonna deal with you according to what you show me and what you give me. So initially, I'm gonna come to everybody with respect because I don't know you. So if I'm coming to you man to man and I don't know you, I'm gonna come to you with respect because that's just how I was raised. That's how I was brought up. So that's how I'm gonna come. But during that interaction and that exchange, if you showing me signs of disrespect, then I'm gonna deal with you according to what you're showing me. Yeah, Jamar, like I said, people don't like it when I say I'm all for separation. I know it may be unrealistic, but I'm all for it. And when I say separation, I gotta drive home this point. I'm for separation if they agree to leave us alone. So it's one thing if we was to separate and they leave us alone, opposed to if we separate, they do us like they always do us. They interfere and they destroy our communities. That's not the type of separation I'm talking about. Time reveals. Peace, what's going on with you? Yeah, Lindell, that's what people don't realize, man. Either way you look at it, I don't care if you want to consider yourself clean cut, light skinned, but I don't care what you want to consider yourself. At the end of the day, in the eyes of that white man, you still gonna be black. When it's time to choose between you and that white person, they gonna choose that white person. I don't care how clean cut and how light skinned you consider yourself to be. Justin Green, appreciate that. Oh, Shane, peace. What's going on with you, my brother? Solo T40, appreciate you. Lindell, the surgery getting out of hand, man. We not only plastic surgery, but we doing that weight loss surgery, man. We striving to take the easy way out, and it's really not even the easy way out. It's the hard way out. That's a destructive way out. All this surgery that people getting out here, man. These women out here getting a lot of surgery. I don't know if you brothers are hip to that, man, but there's a lot of women out here getting a ton of surgery, man, and it's sick. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? You willing to spend tens of thousands of dollars on some surgery opposed to putting in hard work and eating correctly and then just being satisfied with how you were designed and then working to just kind of sculpt your body in the way that you want it? Like, man, come on. Y'all spending, y'all blowing all this money on some surgery, some stuff that's destructive, that's harmful. Time reveals, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate you tapping in and tuning in. Louisiana, most definitely. Oh, D, yes, Scarface is the GOAT to me now, man. I used to be Nas in regards to my living GOAT for the longest, but Scarface surpassed him because everything Scarface put out, man, I relate to him. And that, Scarface just had a born day, man. Our born days are that close to each other, man. I think his was on like the 9th or something. But man, Scarface, that's my favorite living rapper right now. Pac is my all-time favorite. Nobody gonna ever pass Pac. I don't care what they do. But Scarface is my living favorite right now. Face Mob. Oh, Shane, appreciate it. Audio, and I'm gonna tell y'all another person that y'all be sleeping on in regards to music. Well, you don't do it like that anymore, man. But Chamillionaire was slept on. Chamillionaire, man, especially some of the moves that he has made. Like Chamillionaire went under the radar. DJ Wave Links, appreciate you. Thunder Scorpion, appreciate you, my brother. Yeah, Cynthia Wisdom Seeker. That's why we don't fool with it. The industry done blackball some brothers out here that was dropping some knowledge. Oh, Justin Green, you already know, man. Buster was talking. He was talking that talk on that. Yeah, Buster was giving y'all the math on that joint. Don Oyster, appreciate you. Lachelle, you already know. Old school soul music. I listen to the old school of old school R&B. And then I'm throwing in some like that conscious music. Yeah, Tavon, I listen and I throw in some Big Crit as well. And again, I like Lupe. It's a few people from the new school that I like. Bagging Forever, man. She in here chilling. Appreciate you. Brent, man, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, Thunder Scorpion, most definitely. A lot of people always think that some of the stuff is like a gimmick or a trend. Now, for some people, it may be. Some people it may be. But I ain't even focused on the message. I'm focused on the message. If what they saying is right and exact, I'm all for it. But yeah, a lot of people viewed that stuff as a gimmick, and they still do it to this day. But nowadays, it's a little bit more overt in regards to it being a gimmick. Like some people will drop a real uplifting song like after something happens. You know what I'm saying? Like when the police kills us, then all of a sudden, this artist that has never dropped some positive music gonna start trying to drop some positive music, and then they go right back to the destructive music. So now it's like easier to see it. Like, come on, man. Like you just was dropping this type of music. Then all of a sudden this happened. Now you drop this song and then you go right back to your destructive music. Now, if you get inspired and then you change your overall message, I'm cool. But man, don't drop the positive music, the positive song, and then go right back and drop 10 more destructive songs. When we talk about balance, that ain't what we talking about. I don't want you to rap about how you mad that the police killing us. Then the next 10 songs you done killed every brother that you've ever known. Like, that don't make sense to me. You mad at the cops killing us, and then the next 10 songs you make after you make this song about the cops killing us, how many bodies you done got? That, come on now, we can't do that. Oh, Brent, most definitely, yeah, that Muhammad Ali joint dope. We ain't got no athletes like Muhammad Ali to this day. No athlete can compare to what Muhammad Ali did, man, and what he stood for and how he stood on his square. Muhammad Ali, we would never have another person like Muhammad Ali in regards to the athletes. Muhammad Ali stood on his square. He risked jail time standing on his square. He stood on it. These athletes ain't got the heart that Ali had. Sharif, man, if you're trying to start a 3-day fast, simple way to do it, you want to ease into that fast. So the day before the fast, you want to eat all light foods. Depending on what type of fast you're doing, man. If you're doing water fasting, then you want to ease into it, man. Just real light meals, man, like stews and soups, steamed vegetables, and all that good stuff, man. And then you want to break the fast again by easing into it or easing out of it, easing out of the fast, man. So you want to have like some vegetable broth, maybe like a smoothie when you break the fast, and then for like that day. This is what I heard. I think they said you cut it in half in regards to when you break the fast, in regards to how long you should keep up with the light meals. So if you fasting for 3 days, then you kind of break that in half. So that's like a day. That's like a day and a half. So you should have a day and a half to where you consuming like light meals to break the fast properly when it's a long extended fast like that. Beautiful Goddess Keys, man. Appreciate that donation. Appreciate you, Queen. Solo T40. I put the link in the description, and it's on Amazon. So yeah, that link is in the description joint. Max 710. Appreciate that. Yeah, Don Orsa. Yeah, they got Gaddafi. Yeah, that's a good one. Alonzo. Appreciate you. Peace. Yeah, Thunder Scorpion. People think I'm mad all the time. People think I'm serious and whatnot, man. I'm good. I'm chill. I'm always chilling. Just my facial expression. Yeah, Mr. Black. Yep. I know a lot of people that then got that surgery. Tavon, you already know that's that face mob. Cynthia Wisdom Seeker. Yeah, they striving to buy a body. Ricky, appreciate you. And I'm already working on the second book, man. I'm continuing to work. I'm gonna just keep putting out work. I'm gonna put out work after work. If y'all don't know K Reno, that's another one of my favorite rappers, man. That dude be putting out an album every 2 weeks. I'm about to be putting out books like that. Thunder Scorpion, you had to get you a new joint, new phone. Yeah, Wise Intelligent is that dude, man. That dude follow me on Twitter. Him and Lord Jamar. So I'm in tune with that community, man. But yeah, I like to get Wise Intelligent on this joint. That dude is an intelligent brother, man. If it like, I don't do too many guests on here, man, but it's a few people that I like to chop it up with. Wise Intelligent is one of them. Yeah, Led the Chameleon was that dude. Another dude that go under the radar in regards to his business moves, E40. Eli Smooth, peace. What's going on with you? Yeah, Crit is my man. Y'all know stuff from the South, man. From the dirty South, I rock with it. J Electronica too. Yeah, Cabranes Bash. Yep, that's why Gaddafi was murdered. Yeah, Ali, the hometown hero. Justin, appreciate it. Yeah, Capital Steez. Hey, Odyssey is that dude, man. A lot of people don't mention Odyssey. Odyssey is that dude, Rex. I don't know if y'all know about Rex, man, but he cold as well. I got a lot of like a lot of cats like that. Rex, Odyssey, Sky Zoo. These are some decent dudes. Yeah, I can get deep on that circuit. Hellraiser, like that's another, Sons of Man, Shabazz the Disciples. See them, we can yeah, we can build. But man, y'all know what it is, man. I didn't chop it. I just want to chop it up with y'all real quick on the B-Day, man. I got some moves that I got to make, man. But I'm gonna be back on here tomorrow, and we definitely gonna build tomorrow, man. But I got some moves that I got to make real quick. I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow, man. I appreciate all the donations. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate y'all taking the time out to tap in and tune in to your boy, man. I'm gonna make these moves, and I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow, man. Y'all be easy out here. It's always love, man. Peace, y'all.